you getting tired of lettuce and tomatoes?
So, look at this. We have a whole new setup. I have a mic. Can you hear the fan? Can you hear the fan? It's been a while. That's my fault. I take 100% responsibility, but we're Halloweened up and the lights are kind of harsh. So that's my excuse. Also, the subject of the video this time is kind of outdated. She's a gamer girl, and she's the embodiment of all my bottled up hatred. She's better known for a hit catchphrase, can we copy strike PewDiePie? That's right, she has 334,000 followers on Instagram. I don't know how many on YouTube, it can't be fucked to look. But she tops up her views at about 15,000, so let's just go ahead and say she has, I don't know, a million subscribers, which hurts me personally. I'm personally offended. What do I have to do to get that kind of revenue and attention? Do I have to shake my butt? Do I have to throw cats over my head? I'll do it. Now, if you haven't heard of Alinity, then I'm kind of curious. Where have you been? What have you been doing? Also, another thing about this background, no, this is like, it has nothing to do with the video. The way the camera's set up now, I don't have to wear pants. Before we get into this video, unlike my other ones, I feel like I have to break this up into sections. Like I have to kind of ease our way into this one because there's a lot wrong here. She's very polarizing, very controversial, if you would, because she's actually done some pretty questionable stuff. And it actually happens so often that I could actually probably compare her to an insect infestation. One that keeps coming back into the walls no matter how many times you bug bomb your house. So let's get into the cause. Twitch. Twitch constantly and consistently lets certain people, not naming names, but certain people get away with certain things. Alinity got off for the thing that the average Joe would get banned for, which, you know, isn't fair. Twitch staff isn't really gonna serve justice, that's why I'm here. The Thot Police. Twitch is used a lot for gaming, I'm sure you know. It's actually its primary use, why it was made, actually. There are sections that are utilized more by the questionable variety, IRL and just chatting sections, and this is usually utilized by them due to their lack of talent. Oftentimes you're limited to just sitting and talking and trying to look pretty, and by pretty I mean having as much cleavage hanging out as possible. My jacket is inside out. That's embarrassing. Basically, people like Alinity and her peers pander to very lonely people, that and impressionable teenagers, their parents' wallets and credit cards, and give them money. Which, hey, by itself, I have no problem with it. But it becomes a problem when the people meant to enforce the rules don't enforce the rules evenly. For example, a male streamer showed some jokingly and got banned for it, which leads to you know, I guess our first problem, enticement. So, like I said before, the girls really have no talent. How does she get so much money? A few tactics that lesser men would fall for. Tactics like leaning over and showing some cleavage, dropping stuff and picking it up again, I guess. Stretching her back to conveniently show more breasts, straight up twerking. But like I said, you remember that dude that I brought up, the guy that showed titty? Well, let's go ahead and get the strikes, because Twitch has a system where if you fuck up, they strike you. They give you a strike, almost like YouTube, I guess. Alinity is kind of infamous for striking people, which is also the same reason you're not gonna see anything about Alinity actually being shown here. It's just gonna be me talking about it. And if that gets me striked, we're gonna have a problem. And it's not like I'm gonna be immune to it. I mean, PewDiePie wasn't, which is actually where Alinity made her first big public appearance. There, let's turn on the second light. Until the point where she spoke the words, "Can we copy strike PewDiePie?" She lived a meager existence as a streamer, growing very, very slowly. And when I say slowly, I mean very, very slow. But basically, she copy striked PewDiePie, got his video taken down. It became a whole deal, and she was known as like the most hated person on the internet because of it for a good while. Next category, fraud. After 15 minutes of fame, people really started to look for, you know, mistakes that she made in the past, which, you know, I don't fully agree with, but hey, so be it. This led to the discovery, though, of her telling a story about how she married a dude in like Canada, I think. She wasn't down to be a doctor in Colombia. After getting her visa, she left him, which, you know, is pretty illegal because she basically admitted to committing marriage fraud. And again, if you wanted to find it, you could just look up like Alinity marriage fraud. I'm not gonna play it. Her voice is annoying. I caution you, you know, if you're gonna watch it, be very, very careful. Animal abuse. Ooh, boy, we have a list. I don't even want to talk about this much. It just kind of makes me sad. I think this is why she's hated for a majority of people, at least by like normal people's standards. Now again, I can't show this because YouTube is pretty strict with its like animal abuse stuff, and we would have my video taken down in a fucking heartbeat. She sat on her cat for taking her chair. She force-fed a cat vodka despite vodka being very toxic to cats. Oh yeah, she like yeeted her cat over her head. Nudity. This was like the most recent one that I could get, and it was actually what like made me want to do the video, which by the way was like months ago. But because my motivation is down the fucking drain, I waited. So here we are. Her most recent trouble was for throwing some titty out there. She was putting a pillow underneath her shirt, which I don't know how you would do that or why you would do that. And then her titty popped out, which I don't know, again, how you would do that. This basically made everybody go in an uproar because she faced no criticism for it, at least from the Twitch moderators. And she was getting so much hate for it, she basically had to ask to get banned, which she only really got a slap on the wrist because literally the next day she was back on Twitch. I feel like that wouldn't be so much of a deal if the Twitch moderators just did their job, you know? But she gets a lot of hate because she's given this special treatment from the Twitch moderators for some reason. And we can't even complain to the Twitch moderators because we don't know who they are. Now, I don't think she should get in trouble for it, just how I don't think the dude who flashes titty should get in trouble for it, because, you know, sometimes shit happens. Like I said, Alinity eventually got banned because she begged for it. This also brings us into the verdict. I think we should have a look at you know, everything Alinity has done, and you know, she's a piece of shit. The guy did even half the stuff she did. He'd be fucking crucified. Definitely guilty. What extent? Well, I don't know, her accomplices on Twitch are completely anonymous, and this anonymity is not fucking good. So I say she atones for her sins in the maximum thought penitentiary with the possibility of parole in 70 years. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please stay safe out there. Comment if you liked it, if you liked it. If you hated it, comment and tell me how much you hate me. I am going to cry in my closet. It's like 6:18 and I haven't slept at all.